I get drunk. Every Tuesday. I play funk. Every Tuesday. I tell lies. Every Tuesday. I get high. Every Tuesday. I never try. Every Tuesday. I let loose. Every Tuesday. Wild goose. Every Tuesday. I take a ride. Every Tuesday. I nearly die. Every Tuesday. I get bumped. Every Tuesday. I shut up. Every Tuesday. I call in sick. Every Tuesday. Suck my dick. Every Tuesday. I kick your ass. Smoking my good grass. Every Tuesday. Stay up late. Every Tuesday. I masturbate. Every Tuesday. I look great. Every Tuesday. Straight hate. Every Tuesday. Get laid. Every Tuesday. I get paid. Every Tuesday. Taco loco. Every Tuesday. Johnny Yoko. Every Tuesday. Nice dinner. What are you up to, dinner?
Welcome to the 21st Century Suffragettes cast. They flipped the bitch switch. We've already won this fight. We've already won this battle. We are not going back, not on our watch. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, family.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Of course, that's 5 eggs.
Yes, but it looks like he looks like a Muppet. The thing almost looks like a Muppet version, a mean Muppet, an evil Muppet.
Well, he's got that. He's got that mask on right here.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. So, welcome everybody. Thanks for being here on the 21st Century Suffragette channel. We've got Spykin and Wizzy Buff with us today, and Yeah, Benny might show up a little late, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. So anyway, what a shit show. That's all I have to say, dude. Fucking A. And I'm like, I was pulling weeds today, and I'm like, springtime for Shitla and Elania. So
Yep.
that's what we named the show. Springtime for Shitla.
Oh. Oh. Well,
So,
my avatar is going to stay on for a minute. Diane and Spiken and everybody who has been nice enough to join us today. It's going to stay on for a little bit. It's middle day for me today, and I'm just a mess. So I'm going to be sitting here with my avatar.
okay, that's fine. We
All
don't
right.
care as long as you're here, babe. Okay.
Right.
But we will miss Dinky.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark and Mark.
Yeah. That was Mark Hamill saying hello to Elizabeth.
Yes.
Hello, Elizabeth.
fucking, what's his name? Luke Skywalker said
Luke
hi
Skywalker.
to you, Wizzy.
Yes, it was so cool. It was so cool. And now I get to say hi to Mark P. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and everybody who's joined us, really, seriously, thank you for being here.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We're at 933 subscribers. Come on, we can get to 950. You guys got to make it happen.
To say we're just a little over 60 away from 1,000.
know.
That's easy.
I know.
That's easy. Come on, people.
I know. So please like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much. So, I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start with like 2 days ago. Okay. We found out that Dinky, he has spent $18.2 million golfing.
Just golfing.
Just golfing. He has golfed 6 out of the 7 weekends since his second term has begun. $18.2 million. And Mueller, she wrote, said a couple of golf outings could pay for over 300 federal jobs for an entire year.
Yeah.
Exactly. So why isn't he spending that money on making sure that people keep their jobs?
How about?
Well, he's not.
Go ahead, Wizzy.
They don't. They're not trying to hide it anymore.
No. You want to talk? Guess what? You want to talk about waste, fraud, and abuse? Donald Trump. He's a waste, he's a fraud, and he's a fucking abuser. So fuck you and your waste, fraud, and abuse. If I hear that one more time, I think I might go nuts. Waste, fraud, and abuse. All he does is waste shit, fraud everyone, and fucking abuse everything.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. Him and Alonia.
Elonia.
Yep.
Yeah, you got Rick Scott who wants to get rid of fucking Medicare. Fuck you. You're the biggest Medicare fraud ever. Another asshole who should be in fucking jail for what he's done.
Right.
Yeah. Waste
Oh,
fraud.
I think he was pardoned, wasn't he? Wasn't he pardoned or something, or somehow got let off the hook down in Florida for that?
Yeah, I don't know how he got off with that, but I know he paid fines, but I don't know why he wasn't in jail.
Major Medicare fraud.
Waste, fraud, and abuse is the federal government paying for a convicted felon and rapist to play golf multiple times every single week.
Yep. Or, go to NASCAR or the Super Bowl or,
He's funneling the money straight to his own resort.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he is.
Emoluments clause, the daily breaking of the emoluments clause.
So not only is he funneling taxpayer dollars to that, but all the people who come to see him are paying him millions to come to Mar-a-Lago
And have
and
dinner
be a
with
part
him.
of the crowd. Yes.
Oh, my God.
So he's skimming off the taxpayer dime, and he's also taking from the wealthy just to line his own pockets.
It's so fucked up. So Junior tweeted, you know who's not on the Epstein list? My father. Because if he was, it would have leaked. It would have leaked in about half a second. That's a fact. And the fucking, what do you call it? The fact check thingy?
Fact check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact
Community
check,
notes?
Yeah, Community Notes says, Donald Trump was on the Epstein flight logs at least 7 times. Here are the receipts straight from the court records in the Ghislaine Maxwell case.
Like, they're just so stupid. They set themselves up for it every single time.
Kathy, we love your laugh. Oh, that was who?
Billy Nell.
Who?
Billy Nell. Remember the blonde-haired chick?
I don't know.
The curly-haired blonde chick? She's like...
Sounded like Kathy to me.
Yeah. Oh, I know the chick. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's Kathy.
There we go.
More of a good cackle.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, the
Kathy's
other
got a
chick
fun
is
cackle.
the other laugh is she's a TikToker.
He's more like whoa, ha, 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 ha. Where Kathy's more cackle, cackle, cackle. That's cute.
Yeah.
I love that. That's good.
Yeah, so it only takes 7 patriotic Republicans to stop this. Only 7, and we can't find one. They're all fucking compromised. Like, I don't give 2 shits. It's full on compromise now.
0.0.
Yeah, it's safe to assume that Russia itself has access to computers inside the U.S. Treasury, the IRS, the FAA, the FBI, the CIA, and etc. We don't even know. We don't even fucking know.
And we won't even be able to know for the next 4 years. Till they're dug in so deep you can't get rid of them.
God. And the whole article today, the USAID staff instructed to shred and burn classified documents. They were also told to mark the bags with secret before they are burned. Remaining staff members of the U.S. Agency for International Development were instructed to shred and burn classified and personal documents at the agency's headquarters in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday. But the American Foreign Service Association, or AFSA, has raised alarms that this violates the federal records preservation laws. Duh.
Yes.
And it said there was an email that was sent to, I think it was like NBC or something. And it said, quote, shred as many documents first and reserve the burn bags for when the shredder becomes unavailable or needs a break, according to the email, which Devix obtained, written by Erica Carr. The acting executive secretary of USAID, she said it was an all-day event starting Tuesday morning. The staffers were instructed to label the burn bags with the word secret and USAID B10 or I0, I don't know, which indicates bureau office or in dark Sharpie markers.
Oh,
What the fuck world are we living in right now? Like, it's the most fucked up timeline ever.
Because they've already said we can break the laws. We're going to break the laws. No, we're breaking the laws. Now there is no law, and they're living by that. We're just sitting along the sidelines here, holding round signs. That bothered me.
Fuck yeah, it did. I'm sorry, that was weak as fuck. They should have walked out right behind Al Green.
Yes.
They should have, no. And they should one by one have stood up and interrupted him and gotten kicked out. One by one. I don't care if that speech lasted 4 fucking hours. They should have done it all fucking night until there wasn't a goddamn Democrat left in the fucking room. Fuck you, sitting on your hands with your goddamn, I don't know, pickleball
paddles with your pink dresses, pink suits.
Oh my God. I was like, fucking, what the fuck?
Oh God, let's coordinate our dresses or our outfits tonight, and hold the same sign.
Oh God, fucking do something.
Please. Oh, anyway, that's the downshot. We got to really sharpen our spear here. It's ridiculous.
It's really hard because, I tried not to bash Democrats, but after seeing that, holy shit, what a fucking disappointment that was.
Sorry, spiking.
I was just going to say, just like Diane said, they should have rallied around Al Green. They should have stood up in solidarity with him because what
Hold
bigger
up. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
No.
this is just at the bottom of the screen. Hold on. It says DOJ official says, hold on, fucking bitch. God damn it. She says she was fired after opposing a restoration of Mel Gibson's gun rights. DOJ official says she was fired after opposing the restoration of Mel Gibson's gun rights.
So that's what he paid. He paid for his gun rights to be restored, to sell this country out. That's what it cost him. Enough to get his gun rights restored. That's Mel Gibson for you. Jesus on a cross?
Fuck
Please.
him.
Oh, fuck him. Fuck that bitch right there.
Yeah.
Sorry, my language, but that's, yeah.
Yeah. And fuck his portrayal of what's the Scottish guy's name?
William Wallace.
Braveheart or something.
Braveheart. Yeah. You fucking asshole.
Braveheart, my ass. Coward is.
Beats his wife. Is a totally anti-Semitic fucking asshole. Yeah. Take his Actors Guild card away, okay? Somebody.
Just another neo-Nazi given gun rights in the United States.
Yep.
Call from Mark P. To accept, press 1.
Mark P, what's going on? Hello? Oh shit, we can't hear him yet.
Hello?
Oh, there we are.
There he is.
Hello.
We can hear you. Go
Hey,
ahead.
I know I'm calling very early, but wanted to chime in on the handling of classified material since I have some experience. Improper disposal, destruction of classified material. It's punishable by either fine or imprisonment. So yes, the powers that be from above are telling these people to break the fucking law. So I just want to comment on that.
I mean, don't do it. Say no. We're not going
I
to
cannot
burn
hear
this
you
shit.
guys.
Uh-oh. He can't hear us. He said he can't hear us. So,
All right, I cannot hear you guys.
okay.
Eh.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Can you hear anyone on the panel, Mark, or is it the entire panel?
I can hear you, Spy. I can hear you, Spy. I
But
thought I
not
heard.
me.
I
Can you
hear
thought I
me?
heard Elizabeth.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
I
just
guess
your
I can't
audio,
hear
Diane.
Oh, for fuck's
All right.
sake.
Anyway, I thought I'd offer that. I will go ahead and hang up and,
Yeah.
and let you guys get on with
I
the
say
show.
don't
but
do
I thought
it.
I'd chime in with that. And
I say don't do
Thank
it.
I
you,
miss
Mark.
being on the panel with you. But
All right.
And Diane said, don't
great
do
start,
it.
ladies.
Don't do it.
Don't break the law.
What's that?
Don't break the law. Love,
break-
Mark.
Oh,
Love ya.
Don't break the law,
you
asshole.
soon.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Quit
Talk to you later. Love
breaking
you,
the
Lizzie.
law,
Bye.
asshole.
Bye, Mark.
All right. Is
Oh,
my
but-
audio
and-
back or no?
Well, we could hear you the whole time. It's just the caller couldn't hear you.
That's fucking weird.
But to go on to what Mark's saying, so let's take it down a level, right? For your personal medical information, there are rules and regulations on how that information can be used, where it can be sent, and how it can be disposed of. Now, let's just bear in mind, this is not classified document information. This is just standard medical information for the American public.
Right.
Doctors can lose their licenses. Nurses can lose their licenses for violating HIPAA, which is what protects everyone's medical information. When you scale that up to classified information, why aren't people fired over that? Why don't people lose their jobs over that when it's
Over the illegal
easily
order?
done in the medical field?
Over the illegal order? Well, because there's no one going to fire him. I mean, that's the thing. Okay, just remember now, he's got this impunity with one thing. He's not been held accountable. And also the fact that there's no cops. They've taken away all the cops or they've loaded up the DOJ. There's nobody to make the arrest and follow it through. A lot of people like my daughter's in, she works for the federal government. And she's gotten another letter, but this time it was not from Doge, it was from her supervisor. And that was another trap set for her. She had to comply with what her supervisor ordered her to do without sending it directly to Doge. She had to comply with what her supervisor asked her. She would have been insubordinate.
Right.
Before she couldn't reply to Doge because she would have been replying on a work related matter to a private entity that's got no clearance, that's got no nothing. And she would have had to reply, and that would have been illegal. Now she refused to reply to Doge, but now her supervisor's asking for her reply, which she gave her reply, which basically followed her performance review. The point being is that's those people that they want to get rid of.
Mhm.
The people that are doing a good job.
Fortunately, a judge has ruled that Doge is subject to FOIA requests. So they were trying to get away from having a FOIA request against Doge by saying that Elonia wasn't in charge of it or whatever it was they said. But a federal judge has actually ruled that they are subject to FOIA requests. So, anyone out there who wants to, do a FOIA request on Doge, have at it. Go for it.
Yeah, we really
Let's
do
find
need to
out
get
some
this,
information.
Yeah, we need to get this Doge out of our hoosh.
Yeah.
I don't need to be doged. I don't need to be doged.
So
I run a clean machine.
I'll tell you what, you guys, like this really fucking pissed me off. I don't know how this went under the fucking radar. Nobody picked up on it. I saw no shows. What? What's the matter? Oh,
Mike?
This is why he couldn't hear me. Okay. So, this whole thing that totally went under the fucking radar. Nobody picked up on it. I didn't see any fucking shows doing anything on it. Literally a clip. And now I can hear myself. That's great. Literally a clip. And I reposted it. I said, holy shit, he fucking said it. He fucking outright admits it.
Yes.
And it was March 7th. Here's hashtag not my president saying verbatim, quote, they rigged the election and I became president. And
Yep.
nobody fucking, this should be on a fucking endless fucking loop. Tony, can you play the video? I cannot believe that nobody picked up on this.
Well, somebody
one,
did.
Tony.
Jessica Denson did. Other people did. We've all done. We all did.
Yeah.
We
I don't,
picked up on it.
But I don't see where like
Mainstream media is not, but those who are
Mainstream
following
media is done. They're done
Yeah.
for.
the ones that,
They're
those that
done.
are those independent media that are following up on the results of this election, they've covered it, but it's not as widespread as it would be on mainstream media.
Yeah, same with the protests. There's been protests all over the place. Mainstream media is not covering the protests.
yeah, we have a video of that too.
They're suppressing everything. They're suppressing the bigger picture, and they're twisting it to make them look like they're the ones that are in the right and that there's a mandate behind them. There is no mandate. A mandate is an overwhelming majority.
Because I said, can you imagine I'm not going to be president? And that's too bad. And then what happened is they rigged the election and I became president. So that was a good thing. That was a good thing. That was quite an achievement for both of us. So I'll be president during the World Cup and during the Olympics, which.
Fuck me.
The thing is he said that, and he's going to suggest that they rigged the election to win in 2021. In 2020, and so it made everybody mad enough to make me president. That's where he was trying to say, and it wound up him
No,
actually.
I don't care. You don't twist his fucking words around for him. He said they rigged the election and I became president. Quote, unfucking quote. And
They're
knows
saying
goddamn
everything they
well
can.
Elon fucking
That's
rigged
right.
the election. We
You're
all
damn
fucking know
fucking
it.
right. You're damn right.
We
You're
all
damn
fucking
right. They're
know
going to say every freaking. They're going to go through, twist themselves into pretzels. Is all I'm saying, and it's hilarious. They can't do it. They can only do it so far before they're just a mess. They're damn. It's imploding on them, and it's just obscene. Oh God, how far were they listening? Transgender mice, really?
Oh
They
my
still
God.
haven't figured that one out.
Oh my God. And then Elon said it again yesterday. We're spending millions of dollars on making animals transgender. No, we're not. It's not a thing. Just like
Well, and
Doge is not a thing.
not only that, but I don't know if you guys are aware or not, but there are a couple of thousand animal species that can change their gender. So nature's already done that. We don't have to
Yeah.
do research
Seahorses.
on that.
Seahorses are both, I think, aren't they, or something? I don't know, I don't know. I just love all creatures. I don't care what their gender is.
No, there are a number of species. It's an evolutionary trait that's been developed due to the fact that one gender or the other fails in the species, and they evolve into being able to become transgender, to transition from one gender to the other. And actually,
Fantastic.
Technically, they're changing their sex, not their gender. So we
Yeah.
want to be completely accurate.
Yeah.
Well, their mating call might change a little bit. It might get a little deeper.
This whole transgender thing is so fucking ridiculous. And I think I've had a podcast, the long form. They were reading headlines from The Onion, okay, which are
Oh, God.
obviously fake.
Satire.
And,
Yeah.
like super obviously fake. And they were, all these right-wing nut jobs would comment, oh, well, and they wouldn't even, oh my God, like,
leave people alone.
like one that I remember is that Cheetos is going to change the color of Cheetos to green. And which they're not going to do that, okay? But all these right-wing nut jobs were like, they went crazy, and they were like, it looks gross and blah 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 blah. But guess what? Because they don't want the Cheetos says they don't want the affiliation with Donald Trump anymore, and they don't want to be orange, anymore.
Yeah.
Okay,
because he was referred to as a Cheeto too often.
Right, yeah. So they want to disassociate themselves from fucking Dinky. And the thing is that in none of the comments did any of the right-wing assholes say he's not orange.
Right. No, they accept that.
Don't want to be anything but
no
cantaloupe pursuing.
Oh my God.
Sweet potatoes. They just.
I was like, you believe it. That's how dumb you are, is you believe all this shit. You believe they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. You believe that fucking transgender mice. You're nuts. You're absolutely batshit crazy nuts. Pull your head out of your ass.
The worst part is that anything that comes out of his mouth, they're going to believe it. And they're not going to look into it. They're not going to try. They're not going to sit there and go, wait, that kind of doesn't make sense. Maybe I need to educate myself. They're just going to, I cannot tell you how many times I have heard someone say, no, it's transgender mice because that's what he said. Didn't you watch it live on TV? He said it live on TV. That's what he said.
And he got it wrong.
And everybody's like, no, he messed up. He made a mistake, and he's such an idiot. He can't fucking correct it. And you fools are following him like lemmings right off the cliff.
Yep.
But that's where you get the Bonhoeffer thing. They're fools. Some of them are absolute fools. You get the whole Dunning-Kruger thing.
Dunning-Kruger.
Right? Dunning-Kruger. But then there's the Bonhoeffer idiots that we're dealing with here. And that's where people are literally, they're too lazy. They're lazy thinkers. They're lazy thinkers. They're going to buy into an idea. They're going to say it's going to confirm their biases, and then they're off.
Big dog in our chat. Hold on. It scrolled up. Hold on. I've seen green Cheetos. I found them under the back seat of my 1988.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But these motherfuckers believe this shit. That's why you're so gullible. That's why you'll believe anything Dinky says. Anything that comes out of his fucking mouth, you'll fucking believe that shit. It's unbelievable.
Well, again, that's why So I shared with you guys a while back the Facebook feed that about congressional reform that he's supposedly going to make happen. When, let's be honest, the left has been screaming about all of this for so long, but they actually believe that he's going to make reforms to the health care that's provided to members of Congress, their salaries, their retirement, the lobbying. They actually think he's going to do all this shit. And I actually had to point this out to someone that they're basically saying that he's a progressive when they do this, because that's what progressives want to do. If you look at Bernie, who is the basically the national image of the progressive movement, that's what he's been preaching for what, 30 years? 30 years.
Yeah.
But they think that someone who grifts off of every chance he gets is going to put a leash on the congressional spending for the members and on lobbying. The absurdity of it.
Yeah.
I basically, I looked at
it's
this
hard-
lady and I told her she was a progressive and she didn't even realize it.
It's hard to accept that these people are that. Some of them are just willfully ignorant. They're willfully ignorant. They don't want to know anymore. They've invested too far into this. They've invested their flag money and their truck nut money. And they've invested all that money into getting that attitude out there, and they stick it in their yard and hang it off their house and whatever the hell they got to do. And ain't nobody going to tell them otherwise.
It's known as sunken cost fallacy. You've sunk
Yeah,
so
or-
much into it that you can't admit the fallacy
Yes.
within it.
Yes.
And now it's gotten out of control, but because they keep having to like say more outrageous shit to keep MAGA involved. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
to keep
And
them
each time
engaged.
they do, the markets crash a little further.
God.
Well, now with the markets crashing, I mentioned this to Diane before the show. So before Alanya joined Dinky's his campaign, he was worth $380 billion. In the last 2 months, he has lost $120 billion.
Yeah, and the 3 billionaires at Trump's swearing in, Musk, Bezos, and Zuckerberg, have since lost $210 billion collectively.
Yes. Now, some of that's because
Do
of the
I care?
boycotts.
No.
Just a reminder to everybody out there in the YouTubes, this week is the Amazon boycott. Started on the 7th, goes to Friday.
Yeah.
No Amazon.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's keep making that dollar value increase on Bezos's losses. Let's do that.
Yep.
Excellent point. And just think about it. You hit them in their pocketbook. Those markets aren't crashing just for those markets. Those markets are crashing in all the secondary and tertiary markets beneath them, crashing as well.
Well, and unfortunately, what we're also going to see, and I think this is part of the plan, is every time the market drops, all of those who have the wealth and ability to do so buy on the cheap, and then the market goes up, and all of a sudden they have
That's right.
quadrupled their money.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I had a meeting with my mother's financial people yesterday, right? So I was like freaking out when I walked in there because I'm like, the stock market went down 400 points. I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? And he goes,
Get out of it.
Think about this. When the stock market goes down 400 points, it seems like a lot, but it's like 1%.
Yeah.
So if it goes down 800, 1,000 points, that's 2%. So
For a day trader?
what the thing about it is, they had this long conversation with me about don't listen to the fucking media about the markets. They are trying to create hysteria. They are trying to create hysteria. And they're like, just shut it off. So they are scaring people.
So everybody's selling really cheap so that all the guys can
That's right.
consolidate their
That's
yes, I
right.
got it.
And the thing is about,
The
stocks
day
and
trader,
stuff-
though, the day trader is losing their shit. The person that can't afford who you've got is losing their shit, Diane. The people like my cousin who's retired, my cousin and his wife are retired from the military, big time MAGA.
Yeah.
They're totally invested. That was their big reason for being into Donald Trump, was their stock. They ain't gonna have nothing left.
Depends on how much money they got in there. So, you know,
You can't be in the stock market for short term. It's not a short term thing.
no, it's never a short term thing. You've got to stay in it for a long, long time. And I over the years, like over the next 10 years, like all this money is gonna go to taxes anyway. So it's like it's fucking fucked up. But I'll tell you what, it's not a game for the panicked. You cannot panic when it comes to the fucking stock market.
That's right. If you will lose your shit. And my grandfather did really well. He did the stock market. My father and my mother did really well. They had mutual funds. My grandmother had stock in some pretty big companies. And it's always the day traders are going to lose. But the problem is that they've coaxed a lot of day traders into the market. And people have invested like their life savings. What they're trying to do is sweep up all this real estate. They're putting bubbles all over the market. They're doing Putin's bidding. They're trying to collapse our economy generally.
Well, and I told him,
I asked him on how that can happen.
I asked him about Tesla stock and all this stuff. He goes, I don't deal in any of that stuff. He said, Tesla, forget it. I don't even touch it. I don't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, I wouldn't touch it with anybody's 10-foot
any
pole.
of it. None of it.
None of
He
it.
won't touch any of it. Yeah, he's like, it's total bullshit. So
all the markets need is a little bit of doubt and instability, and that can crash them in and of itself. Just our markets run largely on confidence, and if there's no confidence in our dollar,
Dickie speaks, and the market is going down. Like while
there you
he's
have it.
speaking, because he's a fucking idiot. Oh my God, he's such a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And all these people in Chicago, Americans are fed up with Trump. Chicago this weekend. I love this. You can hear 'em chanting. What? Oh, okay.
It sounds like fuck you, somebody.
Like fuck Donald Trump is what I hear. Yeah.
I know. Huh.
Fuck
It
DJT.
seems like they're trying to say something.
So, have you guys seen that? Not only does he want to jail protesters, which he tried to do, and thankfully a judge stopped him because the protester actually has a green card, is an American citizen. But now he says that it's illegal to boycott Tesla.
Boy, he's high. He is really high.
He's fucking super on something.
Super high. Yep.
But again, you know it's hitting him hard.
It's on his
if he's coming out and he's saying you can't do that, don't do that. You can't do that. It means it's hitting them hard. So let's keep it going.
Yeah, keep pushing back. Keep pushing back. The more because they
working.
It is working. I'm a little disappointed in the fucking Democrats, as you know, but with their little paddles, whatever that dumb shit was.
Again, they should have rallied around Al Green and made him kick all of them out, because that would have been a much greater statement than just one lone black man being kicked out and then censured.
Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene did worse. Like a howler monkey bullshit. And she was like, oh, everybody was chanting with, no, they weren't chanting with you. You were being rude. Like you were at a fucking bullshit. And you were fucking interrupted Biden. Fuck you. And nobody ever censored you. And but the black man gets it. You know what I mean?
He's a twat sticker.
Fucking, and I don't want to hear anything about decorum.
Right.
Decorum from what's her name? The hand job queen.
Oh, Boebert.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be perfectly honest. If we followed the conservatives' assessment of decorum, we'd all be in dresses with our legs crossed and an aspirin between our knee.
Yeah.
Right. So they can fuck their decorum.
No, the worst people to talk about fucking decorum is Republicans. They call us fucking baby milkshake eaters. Like fucking, we're all fucking pedophiles. We're fucking, you guys are the pedophiles. It's all projection. It's all gaslighting. It's all hypocrisy on an epic fucking level.
Well, decorum really is the rules of debate, and honestly, when you're in the official
They
chamber
lost
of the
it.
freaking of the what do they call it, the citadel of democracy, that's the last place you want to muck with honest debate, and it's also the last place you want to bring any kind of firearm. It's the last place you want to encourage any kind of violence. It's where civil and civic debate is supposed to occur because democracy is the alternative to autocracy. It's the only alternative people have found to govern large masses of people in a peaceful, orderly way. Up to now, we had a king or some kind of dictator. And then America, United States came along, and now we've got, wow, self-governance. Let's see if the people can rule themselves. Let's see if we can govern ourselves. The government is us, y'all. It ain't a kingdom where there's serfs and there's, these people in the federal government are not like our lords over us. They're just like you and me. They're like my daughter's trying to bust her hump to feed her family on her government job. Other people around me, RP, that are working their federal jobs, just trying to make ends meet. They're us. The government is us. Don't let them tell us we're not good. That's what they've been doing. They've been cutting on us. Every time they cut on our federal government, they are cutting on your neighbor. They're cutting on your sister, somebody in your family, mostly veterans. 30% of the federal workforce are disabled veterans.
That's right.
Right.
And the two people they want down is the veterans and the educated people, the ones that with the college education or educators or people, because that's the two people that can organize a resistance.
Yep.
That's why they're going after the intellectuals and the military veterans.
Yeah. Which, by the way, this weekend is the Veterans March in DC.
Yep.
14th, 15th, and 16th.
Yep. Should I go over those dates again, or maybe not?
Yes, we need, I'm sure if Mark would be so kind as to make sure that is regularly in there, I would really appreciate it, Mark. And then, it's interesting how much, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go on my little rant there.
No.
You guys, I just.
What? And I actually,
That's
I had
what
a
we're
question
here to do, Izzy.
I did have a question for Fancy in the chat. She said, I can't believe CoverGirl is using her to promote. Was that Boebert or was that Marge?
Oh my God.
Either one's bad, but which one was it?
Gotta be Boebert.
So
unless they have a men's line of stuff, then maybe March. Sorry. I just had to say that. No offense to gender fluid people.
Mother. It's Musk's
Oh
mother.
my
Are you
goodness.
kidding?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
mommy.
And what a whiny
his
little
mommy.
boy he had to have his mother come out and defend him.
Isn't he a
Have you guys
proud
seen
boy?
those?
Somebody put a
Musk's
onesie on him, send him
mother.
back to his mother.
I wonder how much he had to pay them to do that.
It's amazing.
Did I ever go over all the people who've been fired? Did I go over that at the last show? A massive
don't think so.
list. So, yeah, it was from the 5-8, and this is what's his name? Greg Oliar. I love Greg Oliar in LB. Lincoln's Bible, Stephanie. I love her.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a massive. There's 122,700 people Doge has fired in 6 weeks. 122,700 out of the federal government. It's the USAID's 10,000, CIA's 200 plus, NSA's 200 plus, Department of Defense is 5,400, National Nuclear Security Administration 300, NASA, SpaceX, we couldn't get a fucking number on NASA, NOAA 800, HHS 5,000, National Institute for Health is $1,200. FEMA's $200. Social Security Administration is $50 and counting. The FDA is $700. FAA is $400, but we know that that's more now. National Park Service is $1,000. The EPA is $400. IRS $7,000. $7,000 just before we have to pay our fucking taxes. $7,000 out of the fucking IRS. Consumers Financial Protection Bureau 73. Which is probably only 73 people in there. The FDIC, that's the one that prevents the run on banks and stuff. That's 170. National Forest Service 400. Department of Veterans Affairs, that's 1,000. 80,000 people out of fucking Department of Veterans Affairs. The Department of Interior is 2,300. HUD is 4,000. Bureau of Land Management is 800. That's 122,000.
If they're surgically taking people out of like areas like minerals, they're going to be they're trying to make a soft target for Russian aggression and Chinese aggression. So they're softening up us as a target. They're removing important, crucial maintenance and watchdog groups and regulators. Anybody who can protect us from fraud or somebody getting in behind our security and really seriously wreak some havoc, poison our waters, burn our forests, whatever they want to do to destroy what we have over here. So we really do need to lock arms around our country and around the people around us the best we can, and know when you're seeing a Nazi that there's no reasoning with them. If they want to come to you later, fine. Until then, they're Nazis. Fuck it.
Yep. Like I have zero tolerance for any fucking Trump supporter any longer. Like I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's why I was like, I was kind of worried about going to this meeting because I was like, a lot of these guys, they like the tax cuts and they like dinky. You know what I mean? I was a little worried, but he was like, oh yeah, we don't deal in Tesla. We don't even touch it with a 10-foot pole here. I'm like, oh my God.
Yep.
Cool.
But we got to remember too, the beauty of it is that we are a big country. We're 350 million people.
Yeah.
Our watchdogs are not just the people in official positions. We all now are aware that our national parks are being neglected. We're all now being aware that our food and water safety is being neglected. We're all now becoming aware that somebody's trying to attack us. God help the people when we finally get our foot. We're on our back foot right now.
Yeah.
When we start rolling forward, God help these assholes, because honestly, we're going to come back and we're going to come back stronger than we were before. I want to believe that. And I do believe that. I envision that daily, because America is our vision. America is our hope. It is an idea. And if we lose heart and lose hope in that idea is when we lose the idea itself. So we must hang together to right this ship. We've got the whole world that will help us.
Yeah.
We've got wonderful neighbors. Thank you, Canada. Sorry, Canada, but thank you, Canada. And Mexico.
I
Sorry,
know.
but thank you, but sorry. And same with Europe and everybody and all our allies. And most especially, I love you, Ukraine, Slava, Ukraine, Heroyam Slava.
Yeah, wasn't it like he upped the ante to 50% tax on fucking Canada now? He has did he drop it again? Like, I don't know. The motherfucker, it's a yo-yo every fucking day. And then now he's giving aid and technical service back to fucking Ukraine when we knew that they took it off or whatever. I don't know. Fucking
he increased the tariffs on steel and aluminum from Canada. So he doubled them, I believe.
Yeah, because he knows the wood and construction will fucking stop here in the United States.
That's
we can't get wood.
That's to boost freaking, guess who bought a freaking aluminum plant from freaking Russia?
Right.
Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
so he's trying to help. So when they try, they made it targeted. They get Kentucky whiskey. They don't want, they targeted their sanctions against us. I thought that was freaking brilliant.
Yeah.
They did it in a very smart way.
All the bourbon, all the bourbon in the world is kind of made in Kentucky. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's true or not, but
yes.
True.
So,
yes.
Yeah, yeah. Bourbon is the primary alcohol produced in the United States. So we have some other, like Tito's is an American brand
Yeah.
of vodka. So
Yeah.
we have some other, but for the most part, as far as exports, bourbon is the largest, and Canada is packing them up and sending them back.
It's
But,
brilliant. I love you, Canada.
Oh, wait, hold
His
on.
response,
Isn't Nebraska going broke? Did you guys
yeah,
hear about?
they've got less than 2 months before they're going to be bankrupt.
Yep.
The state of Nebraska is going to be bankrupt because they fucking, because of their racism,
Yes.
because of their blatant fucking racism, they're going to go fucking broke.
Yeah.
Good. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Starve.
And
I don't
he's
care.
he's doing away with any federal funding that would help them in any way. So
And we see
more
that's the
than-
thing. We can't wish for them to fail in a way because like they're an important and enormous part of our economy and in our national product, our GNP, our gross domestic and product.
I
And
know,
so-
Izzy, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think MAGA's ever gonna change their fucking mind until it fucking hurts.
No, they're
them.
going to go and buy up the freaking farmland and real estate, and there will be all beholden to them to get our freaking corn.
Yep.
So we want them to keep their property, but we want them to realize that they damn near lost it because of these mofos, and pray that they don't lose it all if we don't get our ship right. That's the main thing. This is time. They're coming at us from all directions, man.
Fuck yeah.
In his first term, he did something similar as to what's happening with Nebraska, and the outcome of that was that Chinese corporations came in and bought up a lot of our farmland, and that's ultimately he's ensuring that that's the only option left for Nebraska, is to have foreign companies come in and buy up the land.
Yeah.
That's the Saudis bought the biggest oil refinery in freaking Texas from
Should not be allowed.
No.
It shouldn't be allowed. I don't know why it is.
He actually, so everybody focuses on the one that the Saudis bought, thanks to Jared Kushner. But do you realize he actually sold 16 oil refineries?
Yes, I'm just trying to bring
United
attention to
States
the fact
oil
that it's been
refineries,
selling out.
16 of them sold during his first term.
Literally trying to collapse our economy from within, y'all. Just
Fuck.
literally trying to
And then
undermine us.
his response to Canada saying that they're going to turn off the electricity that goes to the Northeast. He said, oh, that's okay. We'll just declare a state of emergency. But what the fuck is he going to do when he's not even funding FEMA? What does
Martial
that do?
law. Martial law. It does martial law.
If they can't cut out electricity, you guys,
And he could do
Michigan
martial law.
is gonna get hit. I'm telling you that
They
right
already
now.
have.
Oh yeah.
They already have. They've put a big huge tariff on you guys, or I think they've even said they're going to cut power to a lot of our northern tier.
Yep.
You guys can look that up, but freaking A. And the thing about spiking, that's what they're going to do. They're going to spot that. And you can't see my face right now. I'm pointing going, that's it. That's it. That's what they're going to do. Spiking, you nailed it. They're going to do his state of emergency, but he's going to do it for martial law. So you guys be ready, man. He's going to.
Well, but see, that's and if that were the case, in order for him to do martial law on a national scale, it would have to be a national emergency, right? He could declare martial law in one area or another due to an emergency. But what do you think it is that's going to cause a national state of emergency? What was the last time we had
26 mega state governors saying they're
9/11?
Exactly, Diane.
Yes,
it would take something like that.
Wide open for it now. He's waiting.
And he's
Wait, I don't know if you guys remember this because maybe you didn't live in the area at the time. What year was it, Tony, when we had a whole Northwestern blackout? Do you remember that? It was like we were living at the Birdhouse.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 2002, 2003.
Yeah, wasn't it from a solar flare? Wasn't it from a solar flare or mass ejection?
I don't think it was from a solar flare. In fact, I don't even know what it was from because we had no TV, no fucking radio, nothing.
Breaking chairs to make firewood.
Tony went to a job site that he was working on to go grab a fucking generator so we could keep our refrigerator
cold. So your food didn't rot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we hooked up my next door neighbor's refrigerator and our refrigerator. on the generator, and we fucking ate like kings. And we were trading toilet paper for shrimp. And fucking, yeah, it was really fucked up. And I went to high school with the kid who owned there was like a party store. Like a party store to us is like a liquor store. But there's more stuff there. You can get like a little food and like, you know, it's like a party store. It's on a corner, right, of a busy intersection. A kid I went to high school with, family owned the party store that was right down the street from us. We went in and bought all the fucking Heineken we could get. He's like, take it, because guess what? It's gonna fucking go bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna go bad, and all this beer is gonna go fucking bad. So go ahead and take it. We didn't even fucking pay for it. I don't remember, but we gave him some money for it. All the beer was gonna go bad. So he was like, go ahead and take it. So like fucking A. Everything was shut down. It was the most fucked up, weird time. And it was days, right? Wasn't it a couple days? Like 3 days. And I'm telling you, if that shit fucking happens because of Dinky.
Oh, yeah. He just pretend. Okay, because you don't have to pretend. It's as if you put the KGB into the White House, you put a whole bunch of politicians who are compromised by KGB, know their asses are grass, and they're going to try and take the whole place down before the whole place can come back on them, because that's what's going to happen. See, it's all going to come back on them. They're nihilistic now. They know if they don't freaking take us down within the next year or 2, 4 years, they're not going to take us down. We're going to take them down.
Yeah.
So Surrender Monkey in the chat was asking if Dinky made English the national language.
Yes.
Yes, he tried to. I don't know if it's been challenged.
2003. All of that was blacked out.
Oh, it was 2003. Okay.
Yeah, Northeast blackout. We were in it.
Look at that.
What was the cause of it?
I don't remember. What does it say, Tony?
I do remember there being a blackout that affected Canada and therefore affected the Northeast.
Software bug.
Due to
he's reading the article right now, and it says a software bugs. Yeah, so it's like,
okay.
Wait, go to that map again, Tony. So it was Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts.
Yeah, they are moving very quickly, you guys.
They are a huge part of Canada. So
yeah,
see that? Even New York City and everything.
I'm looking at what Coralie said. They're moving very quickly. They are moving extremely quickly to do this. They know, we know. They know that we know that they know that we know that we know that they know. I mean, that's the point. We got to know that they know that we know.
That also makes them reckless, which makes it a lot easier to stop them.
Yes, but it also makes them more dangerous but they're nihilistic. That's the problem. We have to stop them.
Well, who? Like you and
we
me?
have to stop them. We have to put pressure, so hard a pressure on our politicians. They either leave their offices and run for it, and meaning that they exile themselves somewhere, try to, or they surrender somehow their seat for some kind of pushy deal where they don't get in trouble, I'm guessing. But there's going to be problems until we do. We've got a couple of more chances. These votes in Florida, one in New York. There's another one. Another couple of them coming up. There's some judge seats coming up. There's a whole bunch of small little things that are going on that we need to be. I just know that there's 350 million of us. There might be 1 million here and 1,000 here being cut. But those, frankly, are, as you said earlier, Spiking, when you look at the vast majority of the country, and you take a few $1,000s out of a $36 trillion economy, that's, no, you're not going to have a lot of things. These people, the other rich people around them aren't going to want to lose all their freaking ducats. They're going to get pissed too.
As we were, as Cletus and I were watching the stock market stuff, even though we are not invested, it's not going to directly affect us in any way. We're watching it and we're sitting here thinking to ourselves, it's all the things that we're boycotting that the American public has banded together to boycott that is suffering the most.
Target.
Right. Yeah. Target, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, SpaceX, all of these things that we're all saying, nope, we're done with it. Those are what's dropping. And if you look at the variations in the stock market, other companies like Costco aren't being affected.
Yep.
Right.
So that right there. So we will never know the numbers from the economic boycott on the one day. We won't know the numbers for the weekly boycotts for individual companies, but that right there shows you that it is actually working.
Yep.
It's just a matter of us maintaining that momentum. Because
That's
the
right.
moment we give back in and say, well, screw it, it didn't work, is the moment they win. That's the moment we roll over and let them win.
Yeah.
We have to keep the pressure on until they're done, until they are freaking done. We need to run them out on the rail. That's what they used to do.
Yeah.
They used to run them out on the rail.
Tony, do me a favor and look up all the companies that Nestle owns, please. There's got to be a list somewhere. Got to be able to Google it somehow, because that's next week. Okay, so
Next week, yeah.
So what's going on right now is the Amazon. Then we've got the DC March this weekend, 14th through 16th. On the 8th is, or the 8th is already passed, yeah. So the March 21st through the 28th is Nestle. So then April 7 through 14 is Walmart. April 18th is economic boycott number 2, and April 21st through 28 is the General Mills boycott. And yeah, so let's keep up the pressure, guys, because
this Congress people.
I have a Target and a Costco right down the street. Where do you think I'm going to go? They're across the street from each other. Where do you think I'm going to spend my dollars?
Costco.
That's right.
Yeah, go with the group. If you can't buy a bulk, go with a friend. Find a friend to shop with, and pick out something and let them go halves with you.
I can't read all that, Tony. Can you get on the mic and read it? I can't really see it.
There's a lot of baby formulas.
Yeah. Ready Fresh, Ice Mountain, Zephyrillis, that water thing. What does that say?
Arrowhead water, spring water. I'm looking at Nestle's Pure Life spring water, Perrier.
Pellegrino. I love Pellegrino. I hate you. Yeah, Bar One. I don't know a lot of the stuff. I don't know any of these.
When again,
Nesquik.
some of these aren't a brand name. They're a subsidiary of Nestle, right? So they do that. They have multiple products underneath these names.
Yeah. So bottled water, baby formula, and cereal. So yeah, look for those things and start. I don't know. We got to start somewhere, right? I don't know how you're gonna boycott baby formula when you fucking need it for your kid, but
because there's other manufacturers of baby formula.
There are, and they're better than Nestle, by the way.
They really are. And honestly, Europe has healthier foods and healthier stuff. They don't put as much garbage in their stuff. I'd rather eat from them than eat here. It's dangerous here, as it is.
Yeah. Same with Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I suggest you guys look this up for yourself so you can see, because I'm having a hard time reading this. It's too small, some of them. But yeah, DiGiorno in a porno. Oh my God, Billy has a song called DiGiorno in a porno, and it's so funny.
Oh my God.
It's
so one thing I'd like to just throw out there real quick. The Walmart boycott has not shown up yet. It's 3 weeks away. However, my husband, he's out constantly on the job, and he passes by multiple Walmarts on a regular basis. And every single time he has gone by one, the parking lot has been thin.
Ooh.
Very, very thin.
Yep.
Wow.
And I applaud all of you that are avoiding Walmart.
Yes,
Congratulations.
I have been for years. Yes. And
I
honestly,
haven't shopped there in years.
Honestly, also, if you can return some of your cash to your community via like we have a little place called Central Market owned by a local family, and they have beef and stuff. It's a little just like a penny or two more expensive, sometimes a little more because they don't get the bulk pricing that Walmart does or that Target does. They don't get to buy the large bulk like these big box stores can. Also, Costco. I mean, anybody that treats their employees correctly and that helps to support our cause.
Yep.
So the meat market here is actually cheaper than anywhere else we buy food, but like Big Dog NC points out, Food Lion is owned by the Netherlands a Netherlands company, and that's the only place he shops at. That's the grocery store I was telling you guys about that deals with local farmers. They get their produce and their meats locally. And any of their, like, say you go to get a frozen lasagna and you get a Food Line brand frozen lasagna, it's made in Canada. So the quality of the food, even the processed food, is a higher quality of food. So
Right.
Yes.
yeah, find those types of grocery stores if you can in your area. But local meat markets are
Oh
a
my
great
gosh.
place to go.
I love our meat market. We go there ever since COVID. We've been going there. We buy everything in bulk. We freeze it in portions, and then we got
Yeah.
dinner for a long, long time. And
Yes.
and it was not only that, the quality of the meat is better, and in the long run, it's cheaper. And not only that, we're not wasting. We're
Right.
not throwing out food anymore like we used to. You buy something, it sits in the fridge a couple days, and it goes bad, and before you can get to it. No. We got in a fucking strict habit of because we bought so much at one time
Yes.
that you have to kind of take care of it all right away.
That one.
And
Yeah.
we just got in the habit of doing that, and I'll tell you what, it's saved us a lot of fucking money.
Yeah,
Well,
and you're not
again-
paying the other costs, the costs of getting some other processed meat from the freaking who knows what truck it came in on, what ranch it came in on. My local butcher does their own butchery, and they do their own. We have Harris Ranch beef, which is right here in California, but
Right.
happy cows
And
live in
again,
California.
this is our opportunity to change our habits
Yeah.
and build better habits. And it's sad that it takes something so horrible to happen to so many people for that type of change to happen. But it's a change that has needed to happen in the United States for a very long time. Another thing, if you're looking, if you need new clothing, okay, go to consignment shops.
Yes.
Check out your local consignment shops, local thrift stores. I mean, I love my thrift stores. I am a thrift store shopper, but consignment shops are a great way to do that too. For example, I am buried in infant, toddler, and kids clothing because we have, other than a few things that we donated to the school, which is mostly coats and sweaters, we've kept all her clothing. At some point, I've got to get rid of it all. I have a woman who has just had a baby. It's a little girl. I'm letting her take what she wants from what I have. The rest of it's going to consignment. The rest of it's going to the community so that other mothers can buy their baby's clothing at a lower cost instead of it going into a landfill.
Yes, at very much lower cost. And that's it. That's the whole idea, is returning to community. And returning to community is only just shopping local. You just get out of the damn Walmart. It's too easy to go in there, find everything you need in one fell swoop. And at a little bit cheaper cost because they can buy it bulk. That's why they've been able to run every small business out of every small town, it seems. They've been coming in and wiping it. Yeah, we need to return to what, is real.
It's a great a great time to break your convenience habits, that the things that you do out of sheer convenience on a daily basis.
Yeah. For those who would like a harder challenge than just avoiding that damn Wendy's, whatever that you've got to have. But I mean, seriously, because we're going to have a shift in how we view things, how we conduct ourselves. We're going to have to realize that there's a big change, because if Democrats, and I believe win, Democrats or some form of democracy returns to this country, we're going to have to be prepared to it's going to have new rules, man.
Holy
I'm hoping it'll be like the Finns. I mean, Finland's doing freaking awesome. Anybody, just like Canada, Canada, you could help us do our, I mean, I'm sure we'll have somebody that will represent us if we so choose, if the people still have a choice. And when the people still have a choice, that will help us. That will help us to reform our government. I'm sure our lawmakers have been working on reforms all this time. But we cannot do that if we don't have this country. So we really, really do need to make our impact known.
Yeah.
Are there more dates?
Well, here
Diane?
you go. Here you go. Here you go, Izzy. The U.S. Department of Education employees have just received an email telling them to vacate the building by 6 p.m. Trump is dismantling our education system. Apparently, the less educated we are, the easier we are to manipulate. So, bye-bye, Department of Education. By the way, get up by 6 p.m. Isn't it the end of the day anyway? They're all leaving anyway?
I know. Wow. Department of Education, you're fired. He's on a freaking you're fired rampage. He's just repeating. He's like an old fart. Sorry, my language to old people. No offense. But to somebody with like Alzheimer, he's just repeating a familiar phrase. Yeah. You're fired.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's going to go over like a lead balloon.
That was an hour ago. So he sent it at 5 and they have to leave it by 6?
Well, okay, this is satire YouTube, but they should have freaking thought to take our guns first.
I would do a sit-in. I would do a sit-in.
To accept, press
I would too.
I would do a sit-in and not fucking leave. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Do a lock-in.
Let's see if can I hear you, Diane?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, is that you, Diane? Yes,
I can't hear Mark.
Okay. I can't hear Diane.
I have more breaking news.
Or Mark.
You can't hear me, Wizzy?
Go ahead.
Another that broke today. NTSB recommends a ban on certain helicopter flights near National Airport, which that actually impacts me.
Wait, say that again?
The NTSB National Transportation Safety Board they recommends ban on certain helicopter flights near National Airport. Citing intolerable risks, federal crash investigators on Tuesday recommending closing part of a helicopter route near Washington's Reagan National Airport when planes are using the runway involved in the Jan 29th mid-air collision, which we all know about.
Right.
So that's I guess that's more comforting for me since that was my primary airport. But just thought I'd add to the breaking news and also test out your phone. I can hear you.
Okay, so they're stopping helicopters from going to what's the airport again?
Reagan.
Reagan National,
yeah,
DC.
Reagan.
It's right up. It's actually in Arlington, but it's right across. It's a stone's throw from the Lincoln Memorial. It's what Wizzy and I had been using to fly into and out of.
Right.
Yep.
But I thought that's. Oh, Annie says hello. So.
Okay.
Anyway,
Annie.
I'm resuming my usual. I guess kick off the second hour with the phone call. So
okay.
Test it out.
Thank you, Mark.
And
Thanks,
helped us work out the glitches too. So
yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Keep up the great job, ladies.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Mark.
Love you all. Love you, Lizzie.
Love you too.
I'll be back.
Swedish electric car maker Polestar is offering Tesla owners 5,000 euros to break up with Elon and buy a new Polestar 3. The company is called Tesla Conquest. The campaign is called Tesla Conquest, and the numbers of orders placed has been incredible. Go Sweden!
Yes.
Yes. Oh, hey, y'all, just a thing, and I just want to say, I love you, Sweden. I love you, Finland. I love all these countries. Europe is stepping up. Canada, Mexico's stepping up. We can't forget our southern border, man. They're our pals, too.
Yeah, I love that Europe is uniting, and they're going to start a NATO without the states.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're having their meeting they didn't invite us to the meeting, and I thank you, NATO. I'm glad you didn't invite us. I don't trust our leader. That said, I want to throw in one other thing, y'all. Marge is saying have measles parties. Don't freaking have measles parties. Don't.
No.
Don't.
She's gonna get somebody killed.
Yes.
So for anyone who is unaware, okay, Side effects of recovering from measles can be blindness and infertility. So do not do that to your children. If they survive, they will have to deal with the consequences for the rest of their fucking lives. It's not like chickenpox. Hell, we now know if you were taken to a chickenpox party as a kid, that as a senior adult, you're likely to develop shingles, right?
Yeah.
People don't even do chickenpox parties anymore because of that.
She's gonna
Just as a
fucking
public
get somebody.
service.
She's gonna get somebody fucking killed. Seriously, that's horrific. Did you show the picture? Yeah, I love this. I just saw this. This isn't vandalism.
It's a Roman paint job. It's not vandalism. It's a Roman paint job.
Oh my God. What's that one in the corner? It's like totally fucking everywhere.
Somebody was like really pissed there.
Oh
wow. I like the
God.
dick one.
Yeah. Yeah. I like all of them.
I do too.
Yes.
I like to see them trying to spin out in the snow or climb it like over a curb.
And the number of people online at this point who mostly on TikTok, because that's where they go to complain, but who are complaining that they're getting flipped off, they're getting gag symbols as they're driving down the street, they're getting cut off constantly, that all these things everywhere.
I was driving Tony's truck and I totally cut off a Tesla on fucking purpose. I was totally being a total dick. I didn't care. I was like, fuck you.
Actually, Cletus called me earlier. He's like, I'm driving by a Tesla Cybertruck. Should I flip them off or what should I do? And I'm like,
if I was a dude, I'd hawk the biggest loogie I can and fucking spit it out the window.
Yeah, he could do that pretty well, but he's pulling a trailer behind him. So, he's not as agile.
Do what Billy Gaffney said he was going to do. And that is he put WD-40 in his windshield wipers and it goes really fast. And it goes right over your car and it goes, you point it so it goes over your car and into their windshield.
No, actually don't do that because it will ruin the seals that make sure that your windshield wiper fluid doesn't fly out at any given moment.
I know.
So.
Hell,
instead,
you could have
carry a can. Yes, carry a can of WD-40 and shoot it
out
at
your window.
Yeah.
You can't even see it with that red little fucking thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? The like little red fucking straw that goes out of it.
Yeah.
Don't do him any favors, man. You might help him keep from rusting because the only one I've ever seen in my town was rusty.
Well, that's actually a common misunderstanding of WD-40. The more you use it, the more rust you cause.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just playing. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking it'd be kind of funny. I was just going to call attention to the rust factor. But that's really a good point. Yeah, because you're cleaning with the WD-40 as well as de-rustify. It does
but
have.
Still, it'll get
that.
on the windshield and they can't see anything. It's all like smudged. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you literally greased their window.
Yeah.
But again, satire, YouTube, satire.
I think it would be funny to just have like some tapioca pudding go all over their freaking windshield just because.
It looked like spooge. Oh my God.
Big splooge, tapioca pudding. Just make it gross. I mean, just.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what we should say. We should start barking at them. I'm gonna barf.
Splurge. Splurge.
Think I'm gonna barf. Yeah, with our windows down this summer. With our windows down, I'm just gonna start barking at Teslas. It's called doggy. Doji.
Doggy. Doggy.
That's so good.
And fuck them. Who cares? You guys are a bunch of fucking idiots if you think Elon Musk is a fucking genius. All he's ever done is buy the ideas from the people and take over the company and then trash the company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has no idea about anything that he is doing in any of the companies he has bought because all he is the money man. He is not a genius.
No. He's an idiot that's inherited a bunch of money, and somebody has trained him to invest it well. And I'm guessing it's probably, in fact, he's invested it strategically. And I think it was Daddy Pootler that's actually loaned him the money to buy Twitter, and then told him what investments to get into our space program. You know, the old space race from the 1950s. And then, like, you know, he's like, just controlling our information. He's doing all the get in our everything, get in our heads. Yep, because they couldn't have bombed us.
God.
We would bomb them back harder.
You
They
guys are
couldn't
so
attack
funny.
us militarily.
Have you
They
been
got us
watching the
from
chat?
within.
Oh my God.
Diana
You guys-
Hill, I would agree with pistachio pudding, except for the fact that pistachios are going to get very expensive.
Yeah.
They're
and
too
now-
good to waste.
I'd rather Crisco the windshield, Coralie said.
I'm not sure pistachio would have the same effect, the same gag effect as maybe. Yeah.
Rice pudding. It just needs to be rice pudding.
Yeah.
Rice pudding would be good.
John
Just something that was like Hurl.
John Deff said don't use it as lube either. So it was a fucking funny face.
Kill him in
Oh,
front of
orange.
me. Sex you.
Orange rice pudding. Orange
Oh,
rice
yeah.
pudding.
Did
Food
you
color.
hear- Wait. Did you hear Christina said, yeah, X is under cyber attack. Yeah,
Yes,
they got
3.
hacked. Twitter got hacked. I don't know. Hey, if it's you, Anonymous, we love you. We're just saying.
Yes.
We love you, brother.
Yeah.
No, another white hacker group, white hat hacker group came out and took credit for it. They said it was non-political, but yeah, they basically shut Twitter down multiple times.
Yeah.
Anonymous responded and said, you know, this kind of thing happened to us, but you know, we had it fixed in 5 minutes. Why can't you fix it?
Because you are an idiot and a failure. That's why.
And let's not forget that the server that holds the domain for X is where? In Russia.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
I did not fucking know that.
And now he's trying to blame it on Ukraine. He's trying to say that it was a Ukrainian group that did it, but no.
Shit.
It
That's
wasn't.
what Pootie wants him to say.
Mhm.
Well, they're all from Vladimir Putin. He spent 40 years getting these little relationships going. According to some of these reports here recently, Donnie's been real friendly with Russia since brought his first wife from there.
Bought his first wife from there.
No, she was too smart for that. That's why.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to bring up is the fact that, you know, he divorced his first wife because she was better at business than he was.
Yeah.
Yep.
She ran that shit better than he did, and he couldn't take it because his male ego is so fucking fragile that he divorced her.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah, I can see that. Well, I don't know what his family history is with his wives. I just know he's bought at least 2 of his 3 wives there. And I do know that, like, he's, like, totally into Putin.
Where's
Trump
that-
is. And so does Musk.
Where's
are
Marla
into Putin.
Maples? Isn't that the second wife, Marla Maples? Where
Yeah.
the fuck is she? You don't hear anything about her. Nothing.
I don't know.
Zero.
He's
She's
just
smart
a
enough.
sleazebag.
She's smart enough not to show her face.
I think a lot of them have been. I mean, look at Melania. There's just too many people that he has. The whole Epstein. It just stinks of. I've been a Russian compromise since I was diddling kids back in my cocaine
In the
days.
80s. Yep.
That's what I see, and I see. Oh shit!
And in case you needed another reason to boycott Amazon, they've decided to put all seasons of The Apprentice on Amazon now. he made a deal with Bezos for Bezos to stream The Apprentice.
Mitch McConnell is evil. How the hell, his crowning achievement of his career was to deny President Obama his Supreme Court. His crowning achievement was to commit his first major act of corruption in our government, because he's done a lot of corruption. But that was the first overt act of corruption that he did. Is his crowning achievement. That prick. He's just the devil. He's just like he is. He's a freaking
Quit breaking
sick
the
bastard.
law, asshole.
Oh my freaking God.
Oh my God. 8 weeks ago, MAGA screamed for lower prices. Today, they have been convinced to celebrate a recession. You can't fix fucking stupid. You can
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
It's patriotic to pay $10 for a fucking dozen eggs.
Fine, let them go pay their $10 if they think they're going to get refunded by Elon Musk, because he's going to write them a personal check because they're bestie friends with the richest man in the world, and let them go try.
It's still killed. Every time one of them tells me they're going to get a check from Doge, I can't help but crack up laughing in their fucking faces.
I know.
God, do they still think they're getting money from Doge? They still think they're getting five.
And he keeps putting stuff out there. They both him and Dinky. I think Dinky sent out an email. What should I sign the Doge checks that we send out as refunds?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I broke Spike.
Oh. And then when that check, and the thing is the lack of foresight. These checks is going to be one if you get anyone, and if you did get one, it would be like,
who's going to win?
That'll be the biggest savings you ever did have, and it'll be the last. Because I'm telling you what, man, some of these, I just don't even get it. I don't. But you know what? There's a thing about that. And it's not, there's no logic. You can't reason with these people or expect logic out of their actions, because there's no reason or logic involved.
Yeah.
There's a lack of intelligence in general. Just
a lack of intelligence, a lack of curiosity, generally a lack of anything.
Here you go. According to Trump, it's patriotic to boycott Bud Light for letting a trans person do an ad, but illegal to boycott Tesla because their billionaire funder is taking money from starving children. And I would add to that, and firing everybody in the federal government and lining his own fucking pockets with fucking government contracts. Fuck Elon.
Which, by the way, these government contracts that he's been granted, he is not fulfilling his obligation with, but for some reason, he still gets the contract. For example, I was telling Cletus about this earlier today. He got a government contract that part of the infrastructure bill, where he was supposed to retrofit Tesla charging stations so they're compatible with any electric vehicle, right? So it was a standard connection, right?
Yes.
And he hasn't done it, which is part of the reason people keep setting fire to Tesla charging stations, because they are proprietary. They only hurt Tesla drivers.
That works for me.
Canadians in the US 30 days will have to register with the government. Canadians have 30 days in the United States to register with the government. How about get the fuck out, go back, because you got better health care. And I'm only 45 minutes from the border. I wish I was will you guys annex fucking Michigan, please?
Hey, I'm in South Canada. I'm in California, South Canada.
So I saw a map of if the country goes under, what parts Canada would get and what parts Mexico would get, and I would actually be Canadian, so that makes me happy.
There you go.
No, I think Canada and Mexico would come to an amicable agreement. I'd probably wind up in like southern Canada or northern Mexico, where I sit. Either one would be fine.
Yeah. Trump just raised, we were talking about this earlier, but Trump just raised the Canadian steel and aluminum tariff to 50% and said the tariffs will drop if Canada becomes the 51st state. Someone honestly needs to convince me that he is not a Russian agent. Are you fucking kidding me? This asshole. The audacity of this is just fucking epic. Beyond.
Well, it's nihilistic. They're going to try to do a bunch of shit that's going to throw us into an enormous crisis. They're going to try and log us into a war. They're trying to irritate and upset us. And all they're doing is they're really just bringing attention to what dickheads they are, what idiots they are. Because really,
God bless Canada for not allowing free trade or free travel to Alaska anymore.
Yeah, and Mexico has been really cool. I'm surprised they're even letting any of us in down there either.
By the way, no, you actually have to. So it used to be that you didn't have to like provide, specific documentation to go to Mexico. You had to come back. But now, in order to go to Mexico, you actually have to have a passport.
Yep. It used to not even have to have one going back and forth to Canada or Mexico, but now.
Call from Moms Russo. To
Hey,
accept,
Moms.
press 1.
Hey, Moms, go ahead, sweetie.
Hey, girl. Hi, everybody. I don't have anything to say except that it's a great show so far.
Well, thanks.
No, you got a half an hour. Don't fuck it up. No,
okay. Now the pressure's on.
Sorry. Don't fuck it up.
All right. That's why
I just wanted to call and give you guys. Yeah, I just wanted to call and give you guys my love. So.
Well, thank you so much.
Tell everybody to pay attention to those links I put in the chat about helping our girl Benny out. Okay.
Yes. Did you start a GoFundMe?
I did not. I didn't have permission to do that, but I am sending out the link
for her
all day. I did it. Yeah, I did it in Dan's
Cash App
show
and PayPal. Yep. Okay,
and also Benny and Diane. Yeah,
okay,
on PayPal.
So let me get it. Moms, I'm gonna hang up and I'll give everybody the scoop. Okay. So
love you guys.
Love you too, sweetie. Thank you so much. So one of the reasons why Benny's not here today is her husband is taking a turn for the worse. And there's money problems. And so we have given her all our tattoo money back. We took all the money that Peter gave us for our tattoos and we're giving it back to Benny. So we need to help her out and make sure that she can stay in her place. And her rent is due in like a couple days, like 9 days, 8 days or something. So we have sent her some money and we need to make sure that Benny, our girl, doesn't fall through the cracks in the wayside of the fucking fuckery on top of all the other fucking bullshit that's going on, right?
A lot of the federal help for these situations is drying up.
And she has been walking around with a walker because she hurt her back trying to take care of Rand and she can't do it. So everybody needs to get on, even if it's $1, right? If all the people that are here right now gave $1, that's $74, I don't know if that's really the number. I haven't updated my thing, but you know what I mean? It's like anything is going to help. And she hates begging for money. So we're going to beg for money for her.
That's right.
And, any support that you can give. I know that everybody's stretched and a lot of people are asking you for money, but this is Benny Loco we're talking about. Okay. Like she's a freaking celebrity on freaking YouTube. Okay. Like she knows everyone. And so let's get the word out. Let's pass around her her PayPal and her Cash App. And whatever you can do. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, let's rally around our matriarch here because she does so much for everyone else. It's our turn.
Oh my God. She tells me stories of how she's like brought people into her house and got them back on their feet. And then, next thing you know, they're like, bye, see you later. And no thanks, no nothing. You know what I mean? And no,
But
It's
she
not.
needs a little help over this hump, and if we can help her over this hump, she'll get righted. She'll right her ship. It's not a perpetual thing with Benny Loco. She doesn't like to depend on anybody.
No.
She won't ask. So we're just trying to get a little bit of just a boost for her to get her past this hump with her husband taking his turn. She's got a dependent child she's taking care of,
Her
and
granddaughter,
she's
her 13.
granddaughter,
Yep.
and she's trying to take care of herself. And whatever we can do, we're trying to help her out through this, past this little hump. But then
Right.
it's, Benny's a resilient woman. She'll get on her feet.
Yeah.
She always
This is-
lands on her feet.
Yes,
So-
we'll get her through. But yeah,
Well, I
little
would go to
something
Make it a
help.
little bit easier for her to land on her feet this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get the PayPals and the Cash Apps, and I don't know. I've never started a GoFundMe, so I don't really know how to do it.
I don't know either.
But we're gonna do everything we can to make sure that she doesn't slip through the cracks through all this fucking bullshit. And I hope you guys will join us to make sure that that does not happen. And thank you. I see all the how can I contribute? You can there's a link to her Cash App and her PayPal. That's how you
Moms will
help.
drop it again.
Yep. Can you
She's
share
been
the
dropping
link?
it all day.
Yep. It's also on
Thank
her
you.
channel. You can get the
Yes.
Cash App on her channel. So you go to Benny Loco's YouTube channel, you'll find it there too. Somebody asked me another question. Oh, how much is her rent? $1,200. So let's make sure that she can reach her goals. We're with the money that we gave back, she'll be okay for now. But
My rent's coming up. We had to cover one rent's coming up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And we all know how incredibly heavy medical debt can be, especially when you're trying to help your significant other. So let's lift that weight a little bit for her.
Just
Yeah.
a little, just to help her get sorted, because there's a lot of things going on at one time for her. It's all crashing in, and we just all you have to do is just get a little thrown off. And when you're living with a sick person, or you're trying to raise another one, that's a lot of expenses that go they go unnoticed. There's a lot of stuff that she's got to do that you ordinarily wouldn't have to do. It's really actually harder and more expensive to be living on the edge than it is. You don't. It's funny. I wish they'd give all those perks they give to the wealthy on their whatever, on their card or on their this. Why don't they get those perks to the poor that could use it? A perk here and there would be nice. So we're trying to give her a little bit of perk, give her a little bit of relief from having a couple of these heavy things weighing on her.
Yeah.
So if that's okay, but in the meantime, I know I'm going to have to go here in a few. I need to get back to what I was doing. My day's just about over, you all. I know that you guys are at, I'm at 3:30 in the afternoon, and I have a couple calls I need to make. So I might have to either pop out and pop back in, or just, I don't know how much longer we're going to be on, my friend.
like 25 minutes.
25 minutes. Okay. I can be here. I just want to make sure I'm out by 4. So I have
Well,
to
honey,
make
if
a
you
call
gotta make
to
some
my
phone
doctor.
calls, go ahead and make some phone calls. We're just gonna.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Shoot
Well,
the
this
shit.
is another thing I could bring up then, actually. Okay, so what they're doing is they're mucking with people. I do have a Medicare for part of my retirement. I've got Medicare, and the Cigna took over Medicare, at least my part of Medicare. And I was on the phone for 4 days, and that's if you added the weekend 5 and 6, which I couldn't talk with them because that'd be 3 business days. 4 days just trying to get one prescription filled.
Yeah.
I had to call Social Security. I had to call the pharmacy, the doctor, the pharmacy, the doctor, Social Security, the actual insurance company that contracts out with Social Security, and then back to the pharmacy, back to the doctor, back to the pharmacy, the Social Security again. They came back at me. I had to make sure the doctor and the pharmacy both knew what Social Security or the Social Security people and the
Jesus.
Cigna had told me to get one prescription filled.
Holy shit.
I'm just, their insurance companies don't like to be there. We need universal health care. We need to look after our elders. They want to take our Social Security, disability. They want to take all the things that we paid into for retirement. They want to take Medicare and Medicaid, they're sadistic bastards. If you're Putin and you want to destroy the United States, somebody's done it on AI or on the freaking what's her name, Alexa or whatever. If you wanted to take down, well, how would you do it if you were? Well, that's what they're doing.
Yeah. It's fucking.
And it's the saddest part is that it's our own people complicit and going along with it. That's what makes me sick at my stomach. I could, if it was just them attacking us from the outside, we'd all rally against them. But these thick-headed mother frickers, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to curse as much.
No,
but these
I don't care. You can
dickwads,
curse. That's why we're here.
man, they're
Let it
traitors,
all out.
man.
Again,
right?
Wizzy, as long as we are cursed with Dinky, it is completely acceptable and warranted to curse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, these thick-headed, dick-licking, boot-licking freaks need to get over it. Because I'm really feeling like I want to curse so much, and I am going to come up with a nice formulation. I will. Now that I've got permission, I will. But not at this moment. It's not coming to me. My main point is that we need to. There's a point at which you can reason sort of with some people, but most people are just at this point going to have it hit them in the face. And when they come to you, then you can give them the honesty. But we cannot go and expect to pound things into people's head. What we need to do now is just rally around stopping what these stupid people are about to unleash.
Yeah.
So it's not about convincing people to join us. Oh, they'll get convinced real quickly when they're asked, their neighbor, their kid, their family dies or has a problem because of this administration and because of this regime.
100%.
But, yeah. In the meantime, we've got to protect ourselves, those around us, and protect the movement that we're engaging in, because we're not all going to agree. We're all going to have a different way of seeing things, but we all are unified in the fact that the people should rule in this country and not a bunch of handful of oligarchs. So, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mizzy, if you need to go, you go ahead, honey. Make those phone calls.
Hey, love you.
Yeah. And, we'll be back on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, I love you guys all. And I think all the guests and everything, I just have a couple things to do. So, and I don't want to get behind. But thank you. And if I can pop back in, if you guys are still here, I will. If not, then I will see everybody. See you next Thursday?
Yep.
Yes.
See you Thursday. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All
5
right,
p.m.
that
Eastern
works.
Standard. All right. We'll
right.
see you. We'll see you
All
in
right.
2
Well,
days.
take it easy, y'all.
All right, honey.
Bye, Wizzy.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye-bye.
So, yeah. Well, I love it when Wizzy gets heated. I love it when she gets all fired up and starts swearing. It's hilarious.
And again, if you guys start to feel your flame diminish because everything that's going on, take a break, take a step back, come back as heated as you can be, because that's what we need.
Yeah. That's why we're here to fucking bitch about this shit. We're no experts. We never claim to be experts. We're just fucking as pissed off and just regular people just like you guys. And we're just like, what the actual fuck is going on? How about this one? If you invested $13,000 in Melania Trump's crypto scheme in just 6 weeks ago, your balance is now $670. Congratulations, you've been scammed.
When they just keep handing their money over left and right, even though they keep getting scammed. I don't understand when it keeps going back to my question. What is the red line? And it's different for all of them.
Sorry.
Like Wizzy said,
it's terrible.
The red line happens when it affects them directly. So
I just love that Tesla stock is falling across the globe. In like Germany, it's like down 74% or some shit. Canada, 71%. Like there's a massive amount of fucking just fuck you across the globe. And
was it the EU or the UK that banned them? One of them did.
It was Canada. At our Canadian border, it says no Teslas allowed at our fucking Canadian border.
Good. But again, the more they're banned, the less he's gonna make, the more he's gonna lose.
Fuck you, Tesla. And I feel bad for the dude who made Tesla, like his name, the guy, you know what I mean? Tesla himself, you know what I mean? Like now his name is a shit stain.
Well, so it's named after Nikola Tesla,
Yeah.
who was the competitor of Edison, which makes the hypocrisy of Tesla all that much deeper, because Edison did exactly what Elon has done and stolen patents and made his money off of the backs of the others who did the work for him.
Yeah, and it says this isn't about Tesla stock falling or cyber attacks on X. It's about the fear from the right that the left actually has more power than they thought possible. Keep making some fucking noise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, that's why I want to continue to point out that, yeah, we're not going to see the numbers from the economic boycott, but we're seeing the results in the stock market. We're seeing the results hitting Bezos's wallet, Zuckerberg's wallet, Musk's wallet. We're seeing the results in real time. And on top of that, let's also not skip over the fact that, we all realize that the Republican Party was DOA prior to Dinky, and he has basically ensured that they will never have power again after this. They will never have power again after this, because he is going to harm so many people that people are turning against the Republican Party.
Yeah. Because it's not even the Republican Party anymore. It's MAGA.
Yeah.
They're owned
exactly.
by Russia. They're actually owned by all Russians, all of them.
So I love our people of color, and I love this new trend that has started. So all the derogatory terms that have been used against them for so long, they are now switching it to MAGA. So now it's porch MAGA or house MAGA or field MAGA or, so
okay, wait,
let's all revel in that as well.
I missed the name. Who's calling, please?
My name is Annie. I live in Western North Carolina.
Hi,
and
Annie.
I just discovered you, ladies. I love you to death. Oh. I discovered you probably about 6 or 8 weeks ago. I haven't joined the chat. I guess you would call me a peep. I just read the chat and stuff, like puff, puff, pass.
We call them lurkers. You just lurk around. You just look around.
Anyway, I'm a retired federal worker, so I have a million stories, but I'm not going to go through those. But I'm also almost 70 years old, and we're not taking this shit. We're not taking this shit. I'm telling you, I make so many calls, Congress people and senators from coast to coast, and I don't hold back. I do not hold back.
Annie, we call it, you flip the bitch switch. You flip the bitch switch when you fucking overturned Roe. You flip the bitch switch. You got this fucking rapist, felon, fucking pedophile backing up. You flipped the bitch switch. It's on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, and I don't hold back. And I live in a district where I'm represented by Virginia Fox. She's the one that screamed "shut up" at that journalist, who happens to be a black woman, actually. That's I learned that. But, she locked her offices. A bunch of us seniors, Republicans, Democrats, and independents, went to her office a couple weeks ago on a Saturday, I think it was, and she wouldn't let us in. And you know what they're doing? Skycap. I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. I don't have my screen up on my phone.
Spiken.
But this is what they've done. They put their. This is what Tom Tillis did in Greensboro, because he was all upset with the protesters that showed up on last Thursday. They put their offices in private office buildings. So then that makes us violating, private property, which is what happened back in the day that's how malls were created. Then you could not protest in the mall, to the Gap or whatever.
Right.
So this is the same thing that Congress people and senators are doing. They put their offices in a building that's got a mental health or a doctor or a tattoo artist or whatever.
Oh my God.
And so it's considered private property. But we told Virginia Fox's office here in Western North Carolina, we said, you know what? Our taxes pay. So there's some sort of, private or not private, but public property for us to go up the steps to her door. So, that's what we're up against also.
Those sneaky little bastards. Look at how they're such fucking
Yeah.
cowards. You are cowards. You are
Exactly.
pussy ass bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, anyway,
seriously.
thanks for taking my
No,
call.
Annie, thank
I
you so
love you to
much.
death. And I'm sharing you with, like, I live in a college town, so I'm sharing your YouTube page with all the college young women and men here where I live. And
Nice.
they are on it like, you know what? They know what's going on, and they're not putting up with it either.
Cool, Annie. Thank you
It's
so much.
wonderful hearing from you, neighbor Annie.
Yeah,
I'm a little south
Yeah,
of you.
yeah, I know you're in
but
South Carolina. Yeah,
we're
I'm in
pushing
North,
back
yeah,
just as
yeah.
hard here.
I'm a transplant, though. I moved down here like about 18 years ago. I'm originally from Ohio, but I moved down here like about 18 years ago, and I just love it. So take care, ladies, and I love your show.
Thank you, Annie. Thank you so much.
You're
for being
welcome.
here.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I love new fans. New fans.
Always. Yeah, new subscribers.
I know,
new
Annie,
followers.
you gotta hit the subscribe button, okay? Because we're trying to get to 1,000, okay, babe? Like, come on.
Oh, she's doing the work. She's doing the work.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love Annie.
Oh, that's amazing.
You know, when the phone rings and I see that it's a number we don't know, I get a little scared.
Right.
Because, you know, it could be a maggot on the other end and just be like, yo, you fucking, you know, you never know,
Yeah.
right? So
We've had a couple of them. So,
yeah.
we never know.
What were we called? We were called the Box Wine and Dildo podcast or something.
Yes.
And then,
By one troll, yes.
Yeah, by a troll. And then, like, there was another time, like, somebody called in and called us a bunch of lesbians or something, and we all held up our wedding rings. Yeah. I'm not wearing mine right now, but I was working in the garden, so I didn't want to wear it. But anyway, yeah. So we all, you know, we're all shoved our fucking diamonds in the we're all married, you assholes, to men. You fucking.
But again, that's all they have is ad hominem attacks.
Oh, yeah.
That's all they can do.
And your hookers, your whores. Oh, wait. What was it? We're Buffalo girls. Buffalo, meaning, you know, hooker. This is an old school term for hookers in Buffalo.
Well, it was for the dancing girls outside of buildings in Buffalo, New York. The ones that were getting the men to come in outside of brothels.
Yeah, dude, that's what we're doing. Yep, right here in my fucking basement. I'm standing on the corner. Okay.
But again, it's just like what they're doing with Jasmine Crockett. Have you been paying attention?
What are
Call
they doing?
from Kathy Zinn. To accept, press 1.
Kathy?
Yes.
Hi, sweetie. Let's let Spykin finish her sentence. Go ahead.
Yes. Go right ahead.
Well, basically, because Jasmine Crockett is so smart and she knows what she's doing and she has the ability to rile the masses, MAGA is now attacking her. One, because she's educated, and two, because she isn't from the hood. Like she ever pretended she was, right? I mean, but again, that's what they do. Ad hominem attacks. They can't attack on facts or statistics or data, so they go with whatever they think is going to offend you.
Right.
Go ahead,
because
Kathy.
as far as MAGA is concerned, all people of color are from the hood.
Right.
You know, they can't understand. That was their problem with Obama. It's like, well, somebody must have given him all that. There's no way he earned it. I mean, that's their whole thought process. But anyway,
What they did with Kamala,
hello,
too.
Diane. Hello, Spiken.
Hello.
Hi, Kathy.
I was calling, and I do apologize. I've been busy at work, and I don't know if you already talked about this, but did you hear about the DOJ is going to investigate 60 United States universities in regard to anti-Semitism? And ASU is going to be one of them, which is where the headline I got it from. And I'm sitting there going, I don't understand what this is all about until I realized that you connect that to the poor young man that got taken by ICE. And, you know, a judge said, you can't deport him, you know, get a life. But
yeah, I missed the story about them deporting this guy. Can you update me on it? Because I don't even know about this.
Yeah. So what happened was he and his wife is pregnant,
I forget when she's due, but I think it's soon. I forget where they were. They weren't at home. They were somewhere. And these, they're just minding their own business. And these ICE agents came out of nowhere and said, "You're coming with us, blah, 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 blah." And they're like, "What are you talking?" Because he's got his green card. And trying to say he's here illegally. And they're like, "No, I'm not." And they took him. She went home to get his green card, came back, they were gone. She has no idea what facility he's in. He tried to call his lawyer, and he's on the phone with his lawyer. They shut his phone off and told him he couldn't talk to his lawyer anymore. They took him. She has no idea where he is. She doesn't know where they're holding him. But somebody, I don't know who, but somebody filed with a judge and said they are holding him illegally. He needs to be released immediately. And the judge agreed with them. Now, whether or not he's been released yet, I do not know, Spike, and I don't know if you've seen a more recent headline. As far as I know, they still don't know what facility he's being held in.
Yeah, the last I heard was that the judge ordered that he had to be released, and that they were trying to deport him, even though he has a green card. They said that he was protesting. He was protesting on behalf of Palestine.
Yeah, because he's going to Columbia University. He's here on a student visa, but he also has his permanent green card. And because he was protesting the Israeli Hamas war, they want to make an example out of him and deport him because they're accusing him of belonging to Hamas and he's part of a terrorist organization, which he is not. None of that is true, of course. But then what I finally figured out with the 60 universities that they're going after for anti-Semitism, this gives them the reason to investigate more Muslims like him, more Palestinians like him, so they can round more of them up and get them ready to be deported.
Anybody with brown skin, they're going to be rounding them up and questioning them and all this bullshit. How about rounding up goddamn Republicans and seeing how many of them compromised by Putin?
Yeah, no shit.
Motherfucker.
Right.
That's what makes me, just a guy, it's like, he just, he was protesting what he felt was an unjust war. He's not anti-Semitic, he's just against war. And yet they're going to turn this into, he's a terrorist, and that's what everybody's been afraid of, is this is what is going to lead them to suspending habeas corpus and all this other stuff, and being able to declare martial law.
I've been seeing signs of this where they'll go after something and everybody's trying to figure out, why are they going after that? And they're like, oh, yeah, because they want to fucking end gay marriage. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because they want to take the 19th Amendment away and women will no longer be able to vote. Oh, yeah, they're doing this. Oh, yeah, they're doing... This is the reason. It seems subtle on the outside, but the undertones are to match, totally fucking take people's rights away. Totally unconstitutional. But it's like, first of all, we goddamn know that Dinky is not smart enough to do this by himself. Hootie gave him a list. First, you have
the Heritage Foundation.
First of all, you have to fucking fire all the inspector generals. Second, you have to, you know what I mean? Tick down the fucking line. Even to the place where you're erasing the Enola Gay from the World War II. You can't have the word gay. What was it? I got this list.
Yeah, at the Pentagon.
I got this list of words you're not supposed to say. Fucking A, where is it now? It's fucking...
Yeah, and these idiots went through based on the word only with no context.
Yeah, you can't
and that's how they came around to saying, we're going to get rid of any mention of the Enola Gay at the Pentagon because it has the word gay in it, which has absolutely nothing to do with homosexuality. That was the pilot's name was Tibbetts. The pilot's name was Tibbetts, and his mother's name is Enola Gay Tibbetts. That's what he named the plane after.
Yeah. If dead people are, this is what you sent me, Kathy. Kathy, you are insane. You're fucking filling up my fucking notifications. Like, there's 30 a day, dude. You're insane. Anyway.
It's just, I mean, I go on today, and it's like we've been saying, it's a fire hose. It's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, there was something about an update on the measles outbreak, and then the whole Ukraine negotiations, and then, this kid they're trying to deport, and I'm like, oh, good God. It's like the merry-go-round is spinning so fast. There is no way to catch up, with everything that's going on, but it's like there's pieces that catch my eye. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Like I said, the whole thing about the 60 universities and going after them for anti-Semitism, like, it just seemed like it was out of the blue. Like, what is this even related to? Until you figure out, it's like, oh, that's how they're going to root out more Palestinians, they think. And like you said, anybody who isn't white, they're just going to, if you were in the protest, we don't care. We're going to ship you out of the country.
Yeah. And
even though you have the right to peacefully protest.
Yeah, you sent me this. If dead people are receiving Social Security checks, let's see their names. Oh, they don't have that info? Oh, yeah, because they're full of shit. Show us the proof, assholes. Oh, you can't?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because you don't really have it. Because you're fucking idiots.
Because you're pulling shit out of your ass. You don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm still looking for that list. I can't find it. Well, because Kathy sends me so much shit, I can't find it. I can't seriously, dude. It was a list of words they no longer want to be said in the military or at the Pentagon or at the White House. It was fucking dumb. It was like the word woman was in it, the word felon was in it. It was like Antifa, like all these fucking it was such dumb shit.
Stupid shit. Just dumb.
I know. And they're
I'm looking for it too while I'm talking to you.
I know, they keep going. I'm like, I'm like 20 clicks down. I'm 20 clicks down in my feed, dude. 30 clicks down.
Kathy is the original content farmer for us.
Yes. Oh my God. It's crazy.
Well, it's like I said, it's just nonsense. If I was talking to one of my best friends last night, she and I have been talking politics for decades, and she's 62, collecting Social Security, and she's like, what the hell's going to happen to me? She's on Social Security and Medicaid. It's like, great, and you're going to try and get rid of all of that. That's just fantastic, and because she let me know that I didn't even know that Bernie was in Warren, Michigan, and attracted 9,000 people.
Yeah.
To his rally. It's like,
guess what, Democrats? Wake the fuck up. Bernie's barnstorming across the goddamn country and selling out stadiums. Somebody do something.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And then, I don't know which doozy this was at the White House press conference. This was, I don't know if this was today or yesterday, but he said, he's asking the pumpkinhead press secretary, who doesn't have a brain to speak of, and he says, you're sure nobody here at the White House shorted the Dow? He says, well, no, I don't think so. He says, but is there any concern here that it's going to be harder to have certain federal workers to retire if they look at their retirement counts and they're getting rocked every day? And it's like, wow, you actually pointed out their hypocrisy. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to get rid, we're going to offer you early retirement. Oh wait, did your 401k crash? I'm sorry. And somebody else said something about, made another point that I was like, holy shit. You fire this many people, then those people are no longer feeding the pension fund. And so they could break the pension fund. for federal employees. And I'm like, oh, for crying out loud. You know,
But you
but
know,
it's like,
I mean?
yeah,
Like
there's just,
that's not
everything, it's like a house of cards. When it starts falling down,
right.
everything just starts falling. And guess what? This is not good. Oh my God, look at this. Toronto Airport, spring break 2024 on the top, spring break 2025 on the bottom. Hold on, I'm going to share this with 5X. Hold
Yeah,
on. Holy shit. All right.
crazy,
Yeah,
crazy.
I had heard that Florida's economy, tourist economy, is struggling because none of the snowbirds want to come down from Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a letter to the editor here in Phoenix from a Canadian who said that normally they winter down here. They are packing up their crap. They're leaving. All the Canadians are leaving. And they said, until you Americans get this idiot out of office, we're not coming back. And I posted that somewhere, and somebody commented to me that they have the same situation in Florida, that all the snowbirds that are there from Canada, they're all saying, the hell with this, we are out of here, and we don't know when we're coming back. And the thing is, both Florida and Arizona count on those snowbirds for dollars in our coffers because they eat here, they go to shows here, you know, they spend a lot of money in our economy. And if all those people decide that they're leaving, you know, and even the EU has issued a warning saying, don't go to America for your vacations this summer because we can't guarantee your safety.
That's so
you know, you
fucked
get somebody
up.
who's, you get somebody who's Italian or Spanish and they're not exactly white. You know, you can't protect them. How are you going to protect them? You know,
No clue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big Dog mentions that my state is big for Canadians in the winter as well, but we don't rely so much on tourist dollars. We do it somewhat, but not nearly as much as states like Florida and Arizona.
in Arizona, yeah.
We've got a lot of industry in our state that, which may or may not be effective. We don't know yet.
And the Grand Canyon's so messed up. People are waiting 4 hours just to get into the Grand Canyon because they fired the people that took your money at the gates.
Yeah.
And this is going to mess up. You know, if you're on a tour, like you pay Talk Tours or whoever to go on a tour, you know, because doing the Grand Circle in Arizona, that's a big deal. You do the Grand Canyon, you go to Sedona, you go to, and then you can go to Zion from there. And if you're trying to do all that and, you know, you were supposed to have like 2 days in the canyon, but you spent 4 hours of your time just trying to get in, you know, it just throws the whole tour off nobody knows what they're going to do.
All right, Kathy, we got to let you go. We're 5 minutes over our time. So,
okay.
Thank
All
you
right.
so
Always
much,
great
sweetie.
talking to you.
Great talking to you as usual, sweetie. We'll talk soon. Okay.
Take care.
Thanks, Kathy.
Love you guys.
So I just want to close the show pretty much with, you know, if you got some extra dollars, please send it to our friend Benny Loco. She needs some help, and that's another one of the reasons why she's not here today, and she's got a lot on her shoulders and she needs our help and our support. And just a reminder, we gave all our tattoo money back to put in Betty's coffers because it's just, you know.
She needs it more.
She needs it more than we need a tattoo. So thank you to Peter.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter. We love you, brother. And thank you to everybody here in our chat. And thank you for coming to the show. Please like, share, subscribe, because we're just trying to get to 1,000. Okay. And thank you to all our moderators. We love you guys and we love our fans. So I hope all is well for everybody. You know, it's been a real fucking shitstorm for everybody pretty much since the election. And I had a hard winter. I know personally, some of our friends have had a very, very tough time. Like Benny. Benny's been having a hard time since October. It's been on and off with her husband. So it's not been pretty, and we just got to give her a lot of love and a lot of support, and let her know that the 21st century suffragettes and the 21st century suffragettes are here for her, and we've got her back. And
That's
I'll tell
right.
you what, it would mean so much to her. Like if we really came out and we really showed some serious love in dollars, okay? And I know it's a shitty thing to do, and I hate begging for money too, and Benny would never do this. Benny would be totally fucking embarrassed if we were doing this with her live on the air. So just know that she hates every minute of this and doesn't want to ask for help, but she needs it. And we need to throw some stuff her way. So love you guys. All our love to Benny and everybody in the chat and our moderators. Thank you so much. And we'll see you Thursday. Spiken, Elizabeth, love you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Peace out.
See you next Thursday.
Yep. I'll be right back.
Let me break into the waves and let me shake into the white and contemplating over a jug of wine. The end of the world, the end of time. Planets aligning, I feel fine. I can't take all the violence and the pain. With six string
We left the twilight zone and we are now in the outer limits.
Look how shiny it is, Grammy. It's so shiny. It's so shiny.